Y'all, Liberation Day has liberated a lot of MAGA voters from their money, and I am ecstatic. So here we have customer service Leopards saying, to all the non-wealthy Trump fans, yes, your face is very important to us and we will get around to eating it as soon as we can. And I want to say to the wealthy Trump fans, I am ecstatic that your faces are being eaten. I am having a great day as I commiserate at y'all losing your money. This comment is in the conservative subreddit. Too Much Butt Hair says, I'm down $400,000 in the market since Trump took office, with about a third of that today. I may really like a lot of his policies, immigration being the biggest one, but he's costing me a lot of money. Gotta call it out when I see it. And I hope that you heard enough. I hope that you heard and you're stressed. Man, I wish the worst for you. Too Much Butt Hair. So Marino 215 made a thread saying, it's no secret I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote for a global trade war, even though he said he was going to put tariffs on during his campaign. He said that. All right, he goes on to say he better fix this strife immediately if Republicans want a chance to keep the House or Senate. 71 million Americans have a 401k. We are the world's largest consumers. Our trade deficits could have been ironed out with a phone call. I believe this is a huge miscalculation. Democrats should be jumping up and down tonight celebrating. I'm just celebrating people like him, MAGA people, losing money. I want MAGA people to really, really feel this, feel it deep. So this is a right-wing political commentator, Richard. Richard says, for those asking, yes, voting for Trump was a mistake. I thought we'd get a repeat of the first administration, but we didn't. The signs were there. I just did not take my own ideas about the awfulness of Trump and MAGA seriously enough. I honestly don't know what good these people are talking about from the first administration. I have no idea, but he still voted for Trump and this is on him. I don't know what this clip is though that he posted. Hold on. Maybe this is his own blog post because he is a political commentator. This says, when I said I would vote for Trump in 2024, I was clear-eyed about the human capital problem on the right. I just thought that the basic ideological basis of conservatism, free markets, individual rights, tough on crime and foreign adversaries was sound, and enough of it was left over to make even a Republican president, this personally flawed, a better option. Yet, I was expecting something of a repeat of the first administration, with Trump restrained by traditional conservative ideas, personnel, and institutions. As it turned out, the old Reagan coalition was becoming increasingly hollow, replaced by Trump worship, online edgelordism, and late arriving scammers like Crypto Bros and MAGA. The signs were there, and I talked extensively about how Trump was becoming something of a cult leader with few checks on his whims and desires. But I must have thought that maybe Jared Kushner would just wait until he fell asleep around noon and then start making all the right calls. Jared Kushner? What? Or that it would be Elon, but that Elon was a smart guy with the libertarian views instead of someone whose brain has been completely melted by right-wing internet slop. The problem in the end wasn't just Trump as an individual, even though he is quite awful, but the entire idea of anti-establishment politics. We now have a great deal of empirical evidence showing that populism simply does not work, whether it's in right or left-wing form. The thing is, the crazy part is, he was showing that he was going to do all of this. The fact that so many people are really acting like this is pretty like left or right, it would have been the same. There is no way in the world it would have been this bad. Even if people thought that Kamala Harris would be bad, there's no way it would have been this bad. And this is just to show who Richard is, because I don't know. I don't know this person. He's a political science researcher and right-wing political commentator. So that's Richard. This is fun. This is fun. Barstool Sports founder and Trump endorser Dave Portnoy has lost $7 million in the stock market today because of Trump's tariffs.
I almost tweeted out, Dave, how much are you down right now and today? 7 million. I'm down 7 million bucks in stocks and crypto. And it's tariff city. Trump has put his tariffs all over the place. I've been trying to understand them. I don't. Like, it's more a trade deficit tariff to me. Like, hey, we get this much shit from you and you get this much from us. Let's even that up. Let's get some wacky formula and do tariffs. and everything's in the shitter because of it. I almost tweeted out.
He was reflecting a little bit back in February. Dave says, if I'm going to be fair, these questions need to be asked today. Why is the release of the Epstein list always a show? What's the point of booting out illegals and criminals while somehow becoming a safe haven for the Tate brothers? Why is crypto in the toilet if Trump is crypto king? How far does Tesla stock have to crash before Elon goes back to work? So he was having questions back in February. But I do want to remind us all that Dave Portnoy announces his presidential pick. I'm voting for Trump. So his face deserves to be eaten. So this person is commenting on foxbusiness.com. This is Brian, MAGA USA First, saying 10 reasons we're worse off now. 1, prices are all rising. 2, 401ks are tanking. 3, we're headed into recession. I think we're headed into a depression. 4, Musk laying off hardworking Americans. 5, Doge laying off veterans who fought for our country. 6, soft on Russia. Putin playing Trump like a puppet is Daddy Vladdy to you, Brian. Number 7, lost all our allies. Number 8, incompetent idiots running defense. Number 9, kids dying of measles for the first time in a century. Number 10, billionaires paying for votes. I now regret my vote for Trump. And you should regret your vote, because this is why we're here. And the thing is, we knew that billionaires were paying for votes. We knew that up front, but you people still voted for this. So much news to get to. So the Financial Times posted that Apple loses $250 billion in market value from Trump tariff hit. All right. So then this content creator posted this as a reminder that Apple CEO Tim Cook is donating $1 million to Donald Trump's inauguration fund. So just remember that this person is getting what he's paid for. Amazon is taking a hit. All right, so this is from Yahoo Finance. Amazon could see up to $10 billion in profits go up in smoke because of Trump tariffs. Even the cash printing press that is Amazon Prime won't be able to blunt the profit blow to Amazon from Trump's tariffs. Amazon could see a $5 billion to $10 billion annualized operating profit hit from higher first-party merchandise costs due to tariffs. Goldman Sachs tech analyst Eric Sheridan warned in a note Friday afternoon. Assuming no mitigating factors such as cost-cutting or vendor negotiations, Sheridan estimated that Amazon's U.S. merchandise costs would soar by 15 to 20%. We believe that Amazon investors are and will remain focused on potential financial impact of reciprocal tariffs announced by Trump on April 2nd. And keep in mind that Jeff Bezos did donate to Donald Trump and went and visited Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago. So he deserves this as well. They were commenting on this article in the Leopards Ate My Face, saying Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos donated significantly and used the Washington Post to support Trump, and Trump's economic platform now stands to lose $10 billion in profits per year thanks to Trump's economic platform. This person says more than that, much more. Amazon imports a lot of stuff, so there is a direct cost for the tariffs, but also Amazon sells mostly discretionary stuff. Most people spend almost all of the money they make every month. When food prices go up by 20%, discretionary purchases go down by roughly the same amount. And that is before we even consider the people who will lose their jobs in recession. There are going to be so many people that are just holding on for dear life for survival, so they're not going to be able to buy trinkets. All right, so this post in the Leopards Ate My Face, it says he voted for common sense and normality, not economic self-deletion. So he was commenting on the TV Insider saying, D says, I voted for common sense and a return to normality, not economic self-deletion. 5% of my retirement portfolio gone in one day. And I'm happy for you, D. Sir Neelan says, hope he's ready to lose way more than 5% and have the remainder of it buy a lot less stuff. And then Glittering Lunch says common sense and a return to normality. I'm hearing I was intimidated by a black president who was eloquent and intelligent. So I voted for a man who speaks like a toddler after his third apple juice in an hour because that's what I'm comfortable with. Hope he is forced to work till he is 90. I agree. I hope he has to work forever. I hope he dies on his job. So let me know what you think about this one. Actually, I'm going to make a part 2 because I have more screenshots. So I'm coming right on back. I am going to do more leopards are feasting, but I do want to start with this delusional post from Trump saying, to the many investors coming into the United States and investing massive amounts of money, my policies will never change. This is a great time to get rich, richer than ever before, which is wild because so many people that are here in the United States are losing money as the stock market tumbles because of Donald Trump's wishy-washy economic policy. I'm going to start with a set of tweets from this person named VD. So Harry Sisson says, tonight was devastating for the United States. The future is a lot darker now. Good night, everyone. And he said that on election night. And VD says, not even close. The future has never been brighter. Then VD said to Alex Cole, you can always move to another country. I'll help you pack. Trump 2024. And now on April 4th, VD is saying to Donald Trump, I voted for you, Mr. President. I carry so much water for you and convinced my wife and kids who did not want to vote for you. You are standing idly by as the market crashes. I lost more than $100,000 in 2 days. Do something. I am regretting my vote, sir. They're still so respectful to this man, even as they're losing money. That's the reason why I want them to feel this for 2 to 3 years. I did this a little out of order. So VD was talking to Governor Tim Walz. He's saying, okay, Tampon Timmy, you would have given Zelensky another $300 billion without so much of an IOU. More taxpayers' money wasted. Well, now your money is going down the drain too, VD. Now I'm switching to some tweets from someone named Momus. First, let's start with what Sean Strickland said. He says, yep, you guys were right. MSNBC was the move. Currently watching an angry lesbian have a meltdown. And to that, Momus says, they are still in denial. I'm watching and laughing. He said that on November 6th. And Momus said on November 6th, MSNBC Morning Joe is blaming racism and sexism. They will never learn. And then the day after the election saying, it's been a day since the election ended and I still want to gloat and celebrate. Now things are a little bit different on April 3rd. Momus says, I've been rushing to buy things made in China. People have no idea how much prices will increase. The tariff on Chinese goods is over 50%. I voted for Trump, but I'm very upset with him right now. Very upset. I am mad. April 3rd again. F you and F your tariffs. I voted for you and this is what I get. Momus again at nighttime. I'm a registered Republican. I voted for Trump 3 times. I voted against DEI. I will be voting for Democrats in the midterm to reverse the tariffs. Another tweet last night. I'm a registered Republican. Voted for Trump 3 times. I'll be voting Democrat midterm to roll back this damn tariffs. F Trump. I'm on a fixed income and can't afford this BS. Hold on, let's revisit one of those. Hold on. I just wanted to revisit where he wanted to gloat and celebrate. Well, I'm celebrating him melting down right now. Kevin Dalton asked the question, who voted for this? And he made this post right here. President Trump and JD Vance are not going to roll over and sign checks like Biden did for 2 years. Zelensky was not prepared. And then this person, S. Bowen, says, I did, when asked who voted for this. So S. Bowen said that they did. They voted for this. Now we have S. Bowen right here on Donald Trump's post saying it's Liberation Day in America in all caps. And S. Bowen says, I voted for you 3 times. I don't agree with your tariffs. Some products, textiles in my case, will never be manufactured again in the United States of America. You're putting Americans out of business with willy-nilly immediate tariffs and no notice. Get what you're doing, but no notice to plan. He did tell y'all. He told y'all when he was campaigning. He's been talking about tariffs ever since he got in. Y'all had notice. You just didn't take notice. You didn't care. But like you said, you voted for this. All right, so we got S. Bowen again. He's tweeting Donald Trump directly, saying politicians ran off U.S. textile manufacturing in the 90s. It's never coming back. Now you run off all textiles in the United States because of your hubris. This is about steel and cars, not about textiles. I voted for you 3 times and you're putting me out of business. No. I think I'm going to end it there. There has been a lot of tears. There's been a lot of faces eaten. And I'm going to save some for tomorrow because there are plenty of people that are feeling it. And I hope that they feel it harder. I hope that they feel it worse and first. I hope that their cortisol level is shooting up and then that their waistline is growing about 3 to 5 inches. I hope that they don't get a good night's sleep for 2 to 3 years. I hope that they feel a whole lot of regret, especially if they made their family and friends vote for Donald Trump as well. I hope they feel terrible and they're insecure and they know that they might not be able to buy the things that they like to buy. It makes me feel better that they feel terrible. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.